Like, yo, Hot 97, that shit, Jermaine Dupri told me, man, you don't just have a job, nigga, you have an adventure. And that's the truth. That's how it felt up there. That's how it felt up there, man. Fucking LL Cool J. One fucking morning, man. This is where I just knew, like, all artists are extremely sensitive. Fuck this. Yo, man, I was excited LL was coming to the morning show the next day. Like, it's one of my heroes. I always wanted to meet this guy. Like, oh my God. And the night before, what you guys got to understand was, right, when I was on Hot 97, like, we had like 3 million listeners and all those whatever. But my fan base was only like 7 motherfuckers. And those 7 motherfuckers was niggas from my block, like niggas in my hood. I didn't care about what other people was thinking. Every night before I would go to work, niggas come and hang out, and we see what the fuck one will come up with for tomorrow type shit. So when I'm telling my big brother J Raff about LL coming, he from Queens. He know L. That nigga like, yo, watch out with L. That nigga mad conceited, dog. And I was going in that bitch to big LL Cool J up. All right. Now, listen. At the time, Cannabis was in the Army. And I was like, wow, this nigga L took this nigga to the point where he ended his career and had this nigga go join the Army. Now, I just finished doing some fucking event for the Army at Mega Evers, where I had a whole bunch of Army gear. Army wristbands, Army headbands, Army t-shirts. I said, I'm going to wear this shit up there tomorrow, and I'm going to shout out my nigga Cannabis, and I'm going to, interact with L about this. Man, L Cool J comes to the show the next morning. We had these little bar of weights in there. You can hear whenever I do a rep, you hear the weights clink, 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 clink. So while Sway was speaking, it's like, yo, what's up, New York? We got big LL Cool J coming through today. He's going to be promoting that movie, SWAT, and his big, what album is this? This is his 9th album? The GOAT? The GOAT. Yeah, that's right. We got the GOAT coming through this morning. We getting all excited, and you hear the weights in the back. Clink, 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 clink. And Sway goes, Jimmy Moore, what are you doing over there? And I'm like, clink, 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 clink. I'm over here working on my body. If I had more time in advance and I knew that LL Cool J was coming here, I'd have been able to work on my body a lot sooner. But I'll be damned if he come in here and he's the only one with the sexiest body alive. So I'm working on my body. Clink, clink, clink. Oh, well, Jim, you go ahead. You keep working on your body. New York, you stay tuned. We got LL Cool J, all that shit, right? Boom. I'm thinking, yeah, that was good radio. Adia. My nigga, we walking through. No. We in the studio. LL's walking through with his reps from Def Jam. He's with slime bag scumbag Mike Kaiser, who is out here robbing niggas, telling them he can get IDs from the DMV for $750 and go in the DMV and have you waiting there while he got your money and leave you in the DMV all day long. You a nasty nigga, Mike Kaiser, wherever you are. But he's with motherfucker LL. LL walks through staring at people through a little window that you can see in the studio when he comes in. Now, when he comes into the studio, this is where I already knew the nigga wasn't feeling me. This nigga goes, he reaches and gives Minya, Miss Info, a kiss. Okay? He goes over and daps up Sway and gives him a pound embrace hug. Then he walks around me and go over to Rich Nice and says, "What up, baby? Haven't seen you in forever." Yeah, last time we seen each other, we worked on that. What was that thing, right? That thing. That's Rich Nice. And then motherfucking Al goes and he sits right next to me. My niggas. Says nothing to me. Sway goes, "Hey, yo, that's Jimmy Marr. That's Jimmy Marr. He's new to the morning show." He goes, just like that. I'm like, oh, shit. Everyone's talking. Everyone's asking questions. And, I try to chime in and ask a question. I was like, "Hey, L, man. So, listen, I just wanted to let you know, I'm a cannabis fan. And I'm a huge fan of yours. And this nigga shut me down. Yo, my man, it's good you a fan, but hold on. Somebody else asked a question." I'm like, wow. My eyes instantly shoot up to the on air sign. Red light on, white light, bright on air. New York heard that. I fall back. Everybody else in there, dick riding, LL Cool J. I try to revisit this on another angle. This nigga called me dirty and bummy. I said, okay. All that shit was all good because, I was a little dirty. I was a little bummy, It was what it was. I was still rough around the edges. Still, it's whatever, nigga. I hear that shit. But then the nigga wouldn't let me get involved. So I came up with an activity on the sideline. You remember that jar of Vaseline I was telling you guys about with Jaheeb? Well, that Vaseline jar was back on the desk, on the table where the mics were at the studio. And every time LL Cool J licked his lips, I would swipe and put a coat on my lips, and I would go 1. And then he'll do it again. I'll swipe, put a coat on my lips, and go 2. This nigga did not catch on until like 37, 38. And that's only because Rich Nice started to join me at 32. And this is where everything got really dark and serious. Because once the nigga caught on to what the fuck was going on, the nigga started, this is my word is my bond, y'all. This on everything I love. Nigga had on sweatpants, and he was sitting next to me with his legs cocked open, and he's grabbing his genitals towards my direction like, yeah, you got that Vaseline on your lips now, so what you gonna do with it? You got that Vaseline on your lips now, so what you gonna do with it? Yo, my niggas. Sway went to commercial. I jumped up on that nigga. I stood up on that nigga and I was like, yo, my nigga, you invite me to your dick, I'll fuck you up in here, homie. Security was like, nah, chill, big man. It's only ready. I was like, no, nigga, you big man. You security. Don't ever invite me to your dick, Todd. And that nigga looked at me and that nigga was like, oh, all right. And Sway was like, Jimmy, chill. Because I'm a nigga that normally gets guests to walk out, okay? So when Sway was like, yo, Jimmy, chill, I just fell back. I went out to the motherfucking hall where the fucking intern was. Punchline, this kid named Punch, dope-ass rapper. For you niggas that remember Laris's Lounge, he's like a Laris's Lounge type rapper. He was the Laris's Lounge rapper. What the fuck am I talking about? Dope-ass nigga. Well, he was our motherfucking, our intern that would answer the phones in the morning, like when you guys would call in for motherfucking contests and shit like that. He would be answering the phone. There was another intern there that had a hustle where him and his man he would tell his man to call in. He would wait for his man to call and pick up his man call. You could be the 97th caller and it could be 150 niggas. He would wait for the 150th nigga, and if it's his man and we got the $1,000 prize, he'll give it to his man. And you see what I'm talking about, my niggas? Like that was his hustle. So I went out that bitch, and we would call it taking a lap, because directly across from Hot 97 is the Kiss FM studio. All right, and in the middle of that is the intern booth. So we would walk around it. So Sway called it taking a lap. I'm fuming, my niggas. This bitch ass nigga invited me to his dick. He didn't tell me to suck his dick, but no real nigga do no shit like that. Like, you bugging, my nigga. What the fuck is up? So I fall back. Sway asked me to take a lap, all that shit. I don't even want to be in that motherfucker. So I'm walking around. They're back in that bitch. And he wouldn't let me talk to him during the whole time that he was promoting the movie SWAT. I couldn't get shit in. They, Miss Info, Rich Nice, these niggas, he'd taken all their questions, not mine. So I went back in on a segment when he was promoting his album, The GOAT. My niggas, this is where everything got turned the fuck up. Because the nigga, he's so arrogant. So he was so arrogant at that time. So fucking arrogant, man. When I came back in on that segment, Sway waved me in, so I came in, I sat down, and he's like, you all right now? And I'm just like, yeah, all right, whatever, man. Niggas is talking. That was Sway talking to me. You all right now? Not arrogant, nigga. He ain't saying shit. So niggas start talking about the GOAT. And the question came around to me, and I started off like this. I don't care what nobody say. You one of the greatest rappers of all times. You've been around since the 80s, and you've been doing nothing but consecutive hits. So it is what it is. He said, yeah, now you could talk. You're making more sense now. And I said, you know what? You're right. You're right, man. You are the GOAT. You are the GOAT. You're one of the greatest MCs that's ever lived. And I'm going to say this right now in front of New York. I want everybody to know this, man. As far as you representing the hip-hop community in Hollywood, I want you to know from my deepest part of my heart, you should know that you absolutely are horrible. You suck. As an actor, you are the worst actor ever, dude. You overcommit to all your characters. Let's go down a movie list, if we will. Kingdom Come. I wished he would have came and shut down that production. You are horrible in that. Deep Blue Sea, the parakeet outshined you in all of the scenes you share together. Into Deep, dude, I could not take you serious as a gangster thug. I mean, you're the same nigga that sung, when I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall and in the back of my mind. Get the fuck out of here, Todd. Are you serious? Yo, he looked at me. It was like, yo, Sway, either he leaves or I leave. And I said, nah, I ain't going nowhere. Let's talk about back in 88 when Big Daddy Kane mushed you in your face on stage at the Apollo and took your mic and your chain. Let's talk about that, Todd. And these were his exact words, verbatim. LL Cool J said, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're talking about people that's my friends. Yo, on my mother, Funkmaster Flex was using that drop when him and LL was beefing over a car show. Power 105, LL was doing a car show, and Funkmaster Flex was doing one, and Funkmaster Flex was using that shit to murder that nigga on the Funkmaster Flex hour. When I dropped that bomb on him, he looked back to Sway, and he said, Sway, either he go or you go. Hey, my niggas, I didn't really know if I was really solidified on the show at the time. But Sway, once again, stood tall in the pocket beat. And that nigga said, nah, L, we can't do that. That's Jimmy Marr. He's a part of the show. This bitch-ass nigga, LL Cool J, gets up, storms out of the motherfucking Hot 97 studio, and walks right across the fucking hall to the Kiss FM studio. Now, I want to try to set up this visual for you guys. When you open up the Hot 97 door in the studio, it opens up fast, but it closes real slow. Okay, so it's got all this time closing as he busts into motherfucking Kiss FM studio. I swear to God, on the sound bite when we listen to the tape the next morning, at the end of the fucking sound bite, as he's walking into Kiss FM, you hear Jeff Fox from the morning show says, "Hey, look who just walked into the living room." Oh my God, my niggas, yo. Rick Cummins, man, he was the fucking CEO of Emmons Communications. One time he came in there and I put him on my back. He's a paraplegic. I put him on my back and ran him around the office and shit. People's like, what the fuck is Jimmy Marr doing? He had a ball though, man. Like, I was wild up there. I was wild up in Hot 97. Oh man, those are some great fucking times, man.